So let's see if we can pick people out here. In pole position is George Lovell. On the outside is James Small. On row 2, Parveen Ajar, Jonathan Lissider, Stephen Hicks in kart 21, and Jack. I've forgotten his name. Jack Harding. It's been a long weekend. Well, it looks as though Lovell, I think that is. No, it's Small that's got the jump, and this one couldn't be over already. I do believe this is his local circuit, if he hasn't got a jump start, and he was on the outside, but it's Small from Najar. Hicks, O'Connor, Lovell down in, what would that be? 5th place? Not sure what went on there. But work to do. Everyone takes a look. Listener under pressure from Harding and Norris. And Ed Bars. Oh dear. Harding's gone through. Your whole field smashes through. But still, and it looks as like it's Small, and then a group of 4, and then the rest of the field, led by Harding in 6th place. Lister takes a look over his shoulder, conscious of Ray Norris and Ed Bars. Oh, kart length there for Harding. It looks as though Lister's under pressure here and struggling. Field beginning to spread out. Jay Elliott all crossed up, losing out to Dan Truman. Simon Young, Anwar Bull Smith, Tyler Mays looks over his shoulder to have a look at Tom King. Dan Healy on Jim Hattersley's bumper. We'll cut back to the front here. Pete O'Connor trying to find a way past Stephen Hicks. Losing ground on Najar. O'Connor looking for a way by. And he's through. Stuart Martin trying to move up. That's Dan Healy ahead of kart number 15. There's your race leader, Small. Small's lead is 1.8 seconds. mistake today, this will be a chance for Steve Brown to move back up the table to take over the top of the championship. He's just put a move in there on kart number 9 to Scott Martin. Simon Young on the bumper of Jay Atfield, not making much progress. Jay Atfield, Jay Elliott, not making much progress. Looking for support, and I don't think he'll get it from Simon. Let's pick out these battles now. Well, there's no two ways about it. James Small got the jump at the start. It was 1.8 seconds the previous lap, 1.9. It'll be more than that now. It's over 2 seconds. He's taken another 10. Out of Parmi Najjar in second place. I think the wind is moving away from Parmi Najjar. So Small getting into his stride. Najjar comfortable in second. Third place, well, it's a 2-horse race for now, but it could easily come back together with Stephen Hicks, Jonathan Lissider, Jack Harding, Ray Norris, Ed Bars just off the bumper of George Lovell, who's on the bumper of Pete O'Connor, running in third place. Who's going to strike down at the hairpin? I think Harding had a look. Or was he covering off Ed Bars? Who's now looking for a way by. Smalls leads now out to 2.3 seconds. I think it's in the bag, unless he has a problem. And I don't think he's going to trip over a back marker. There really aren't that many in this field. Tyler Mays looking down to the inside of Anwar Burrell-Smith, who goes to cover as he follows Daniel Truman. Tom King on the tail. And Parvia can do nothing about James Small. Pete O'Connor is holding off George Lovell, but for how much longer? Lovell down the inside, goes a long way and has to square it off. Loses momentum, and Lissider's just a couple of kart lengths further back now. Ray Norris looking for a way past Ed Barzo. I think he's moved up that line. Lovell on the defensive, and Lissider and Hicks are there. This is the battle for third place and a step on the podium. O'Connor not happy with Lovell, and he's just been done by Hicks in the last corner. Lissider's gone through as well. So George Lovell moves on to the podium. Steve Brown inside of Ed Bars gets it done into the horseshoe. Lovell takes a look over his shoulder. He looks as though he's clear and on the podium. This is now Hicks holding up the train, effectively running interference for Lovell. And Brown now is coming through the field, looking to get back on the top of the championship, and he will. Down the inside of O'Connor. It's not been a good run here for O'Connor. It started brightly, he has faded. And now Hicks is on the defensive. And that's just playing into the hands of George Lovell. It's now a line of, what's that, 8 cars behind him. Down the inside goes Scott Martin, I think on Jay Elliott. And now the elbows are starting to come out. James Small's lead is nearly 3 seconds over Palmby and Najjar. And he's a good 4 or 5 seconds ahead of George Lovell, who's now pulled about 1.5 seconds on Hicks. Brown is now through to be behind him in 5th place. I'm not sure Hicks will be able to hold off Brown to the finish. We're 5 minutes from that finish. Probably about 7 laps, possibly more. Elliott picking up a couple of spots there fairly cheaply. And down in the hairpin, Norris gets his position back, but for how long? Oh, it's getting a bit frantic in there. Was Norris pushed into head bars by Simon Young? Or did he do it all on his own? Lovell now well clear of Stephen Hicks. And Hicks is getting away from Harding. Listen, around the outside of Brown. To the inside. Tries to pin him there, to give Scott Martin a chance to put him back down a spot. Oh, and Stuart Martin is off, as he often is. I can tell you James Small's lead now 3.3 seconds over Palmby and Najjar. And Stuart Martin's in a rather dangerous spot. I wouldn't stand there. I can't see anyone making any impression on Lovell in 3rd place. Not this late. Your race leader, James Small. Got to wait to start. Kept his head down and has pulled clear of that man there, Palmby and Najjar. You can see the margin. It's 3.5 seconds, and it's another 5.7 seconds over George Lovell. And Harding's taking a speculative run, and he's got past Stephen Hicks off camera. So Harding moves up to 4th place. I have to say it. And there's a second group here. Stephen Docker. James Hattersley's in there. Daniel Truman. Stephen Docker. Stuart Martin's been off the road. And we're now in the very closing stages About 2 laps to go, I think, for James Small. There's Najjar, making no impression, running to the finish. Where's George Lovell gone? We appear to have lost Lovell. So we now have a fight on for 3rd place between Harding and Hicks. Oh, down the inside, Harding on Hicks, and it's heavy. And listen, is in the tyres. And Jay Elliott here could yet get on the podium by some method of madness I do not understand. James Small through to start his last lap. And of Najjar, look at the gap that he's got. It's nearly 12 seconds off the lead. 8.5 seconds to fight for 3rd. I think Harding was leading at the line. Oh, no, someone, listen to getting out of the way. Your race winner is James Small. From Pompey in a jar. And who will be 3rd? It's a drag race between Harding and Brown, and Harding will have it.